another episode of Highly Respected with yours truly, Miss Streetz. And I have a very special guest that I'm talking to today by the name of Dyce Payso. What's good?
Good.
What's up? Yes. So I read that you go by two different names, or you have like an alter ego type thing. So talk about Peso Blanco versus Dyce Payso.
Dyce Payso is my they call me Dice. You never know what you get. You know what I mean? You know how you roll dice, you never know what you get.
Right.
That's how my attitude is. I mean, you never know what you get. And the peso is because I'm all about, like, since I was a kid, I've been all about money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And instead of saying Dice dollar, I said Dice Payso for my Spanish side. Because, you know, I'm black, I'm Puerto Rican and black.
Okay, nice.
And the peso blanco, that's the new me. You know what I mean? The boss, the businessman. You know what I mean?
Right. Gotcha. So what's some things that Peso Blanco learned from Dyce Payso?
To be hungry, but be hungry in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, learn a little patience now and almost to organize myself a little better now. You feel me?
Right. That's dope. That makes sense. That's what's up. So we're definitely here to talk about your project, of course, Richoff Payne. Talk about the title. How'd you come up with that?
Getting signed. I mean, like, it took me 11 years to get on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's like when I signed that deal, I feel like it was a restart. So it's like, damn, all this pain I put in now I have, you feel me?
Right.
So it's pain. You feel me? And I don't lie my music, so I always told myself if it happened, it's gonna happen because I told the truth.
Right.
So Richoff Payne.
Yeah, I seen something where you said like some hustlers basically that you were around when you were younger.
Yeah, like when I was younger, like I grew around people that was rapping and getting to the bag too at the same time, and I used to be around them, and they used to be always telling me, like, I was being young around them, and those were my OGs. They used to tell me, like, listen, don't ever lie on your music. That shit die you. That's your
right.
That's your everything. You feel me? Just if something happens. I mean, that's God forbid something happens to you. That's your story.
Right.
That's
exactly.
your book.
Yeah. So tell me where you represent. Where you from? For those who don't know.
I'm from the Bronx. I'm from two blocks, Clay Avenue, Prospect.
BX. So who's some of your favorite artists from the BX that you admire or people that you listen to? Who's some of those people?
That go back to the people I grew around, like the head cracks, the TUDs, the Blizzos, you know what I mean? The takeovers, I go back to those, you know what I mean? I go back to them. Those people that inspire me to do music.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And you talking about now, like, my crew.
Right.
My crew. You feel me?
Yes. People that you put on to, new artists. Yeah, that's dope too. I definitely like the vibe of you, putting people on. So that's dope.
I just like this because, some people be like, yo, bro, you niggas don't be giving back when you do that. I don't do it for that. I do it for a different reason. You know what I mean? I do it because nobody ever did it for me, really. You know what I mean? And I just do it because I like to see people win. If we all win, how could you even hate if we all win?
Definitely.
You know I be trying to switch the energy up. And that's why I did the same thing when I started New Bronx City. I tried to switch the energy up in the Bronx so that everybody feel like, well, we could do it too.
Right. That's cool. That's
instead of going to if a promoter hits you like, yo, I got $1,000 just for you. And I could be like, yo, look, I could bring 5 people with me and just give all those 200.
Right.
And I put 200 in everybody's pocket. That's the mindset I be having.
That's dope.
Everybody don't like that mindset, but
I would say everybody does not think like that. So that's dope. Definitely. So I didn't mean to bounce around. We got to go back to Richoff Payne because there's some joints on there that I like. I like Prayed Up. I like Still Knocking. What was your thought process in making that? You have 15 songs on there. You know, nowadays people be cheap. They want to give you 5 songs, little EP, 10 songs. Yeah. You gave us 15. So what was the thought process and how was that actually, you know, working on a project?
It was easy because I already had some of that done, but it was like a thank you. Like, you know what I mean? Thank you. Like, let's get this out there. You know what I mean? And thought process just, I'm like, I'm gonna give them my life, but I'm gonna switch it up like to 2021, but I'm still, because you know it's drill rap. My rap is motivation, getting money type music, like a Meek Mill, GSCG, like, you know what I mean? Like when you hear my joint, it's motivation, you're gonna want to get to the bag. You know what I mean? Flashy stuff like that. It was. I mean, it was a lot of Casamigo in the studio too. So it was like that was project.
Nice. You know, everybody like Casamigos now. It's been around for a long time, but you know, it's good. So that's what's up. So speaking of that, what's your vibes? What you need when you're in the studio? Is just Casamigo? What you need in there?
I mean, yeah, I need some rosé. You know what I mean? I don't actually need it, but I like to get in that zone because sometimes I don't write. I just go in the studio. I go in the studio in the booth and just freestyle. But I don't come off like that. You know what I mean? But a good vibe, some good energy. You know what I mean? You know, arguments in the studio, people laughing and joking.
Right.
Sometimes I'm 50 deep in the studio, sometimes I'm 4 deep. But I learned something, this process is I was dealing with my producer Cover, so he'll make the beat and I'll be right with him doing the song while he making the beat, and by the time he finishes making the beat, the song done.
So do you prefer that process, like with you actually being in the studio with the producer versus, hey, they're gonna send you beats, you know?
Yeah.
You like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I definitely like it. It's, to me, probably gives more of a better vibe as far as, you know, working together with the producer. So that's dope. So how do you stay motivated? I know you suffered some loss in your life. And for those who may have been through the same things as you and they just don't know how to go forward, what kind of advice do you give them?
Like, see, with me, like, I learned not to stress over things too much, because if you put too much stress on something, it messes up your whole motivation on how you're gonna move. And you only live once in life. I mean, you live and you die. That's it. So like, sometimes you gotta ask yourself, I'm gonna waste my time thinking on this. Even anything, it could be anything. I mean, you can't waste your time drilling on something. I mean, so that'll be my thing. And I feel like the go all the way to bad. So when I took some losses, I just worked hard after that. Like, I mean, I lost my grandmother, I lost Envy. You know what I mean? And both of those moments was like, damn. Sometimes when I lost Envy, I ain't want to rap no more. I was like, forget this. I'm good. You feel me? I'm good. I was too caught up in that down feeling. I feel, you know, I do music like a feeling. So I was real down for a little minute. Like, I was drinking. I probably was drinking every day around the time. I was just not thinking about music or nothing. And all that. I really got focus. And when the pandemic happened, that's fake. This is focus, Blanco. Right. When the pandemic happened, that really helped me out too. At the same thing, being in the house and realizing I was spending too much money, and you know what I mean, realizing I wasn't really paying my money where I supposed to have put it at.
Right.
This like the comeback. I mean, they owe me this, and I got a lot of things coming up, and a lot of things I'm about to do. That's really gonna stack the game.
Right. That's what's up. Well, speaking of stuff coming up, go ahead.
I've been like these rappers. They've been on me now. They want to show love, so it's like I was like, damn, like this what it takes. You know what I mean? But
it's your time.
But it's cool though. I look at it like it's cool. It's just work. Just get to it.
Right. Well, speaking of, I heard you say something about upcoming projects. Is there anything you can discuss with the people, like what you got coming up?
Yeah, we got the we got the Bird Gang album coming out in January. So we about to drop another single like the middle of November, and then I'm about to drop the richoff, payne and Stindl. I mean, I go in the studio tomorrow and I start working on that. And I'm just continue working, a lot of videos and a lot of just shows, got everything coming up.
Right, keep working. You know what I mean? So I know that you worked with a lot of people, Dirk, Dave East, Jim Jones, Mano. Out of those people, and maybe somebody that didn't mention, if you could do one joint album with somebody, who would it be?
A joint album with somebody.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be R&B.
R&B, rap, whatever. But you can only pick one. So who is that?
I'm gonna say Keisha Cole.
Nice. And then of course I gotta ask why. Even though I love Keisha, but what's your reason to why you picked her?
I always wanted to be a singer. And like I told you, music about feelings.
Right.
And I feel like she don't lie on her music, and that's how I feel. And when she came out with that album, I feel like everything it was the truth. So, right. I mean, I like her talent. I think she's real talented. You know, like I always wanted to do a song with her. I ain't really care about doing songs with rappers. I'm like, damn, I want to do a song with Keisha because she gonna spit that real shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, you put that in the air, so hey.
But a lot of people be thinking, when I be saying, because all the interviews they be asking me, I be saying Keisha Cole. If they gonna put that together, but it's not about it like her beauty because she cute. It ain't none of that.
Right.
Like talent wise, music is about a feeling.
Yeah, the music. That would be dope too. That would definitely be dope. So real quick, where can people contact you as far as, you know, clicking on links to obviously listen to Rich of Payne and other stuff you got, videos? What's your social media?
It's Dyce Payso. Everything is Dyce Payso. As soon as you type that in, everything gonna come up. I mean, Instagram, YouTube, all platforms, I'm everywhere.
Right. That's what's up. And then last but definitely not least, I want you to shout out all the key people that's been in your life from day one, maybe not day one, you know, but people that's been supportive, you know, like real people that's been down. Go ahead and shout those people out.
I'm gonna shout out DUB, Dub. I'm gonna shout out everybody, the whole Boss Brother, the whole Blanco family. I mean, everybody. I mean, Rose Doe, Miami, VP. I mean, my whole family. Everybody that's been with me from day one. You know, like, check it out. There's a lot to name.
Right.
A lot of people I cut off too, so it's like even the people I cut off.
Hey, everybody, right?
Yeah.
So, are we gonna get a project from Peso Blanco?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a fact.
I just wanted to know because I definitely want to hear this. From what you were saying earlier, I want to hear it.
That's a fact.
Yes. So, Dyce, thank you for stopping by and chopping it up with me. I'm definitely in tune with everything you got going on right now, so I'm there to support. So just keep making them hits.
I appreciate you for having me.